the game could see the boxing voice.
World Vasil.
Not from Odessa, from Ackerman, my city, Ackerman. It's a little city. Thank you very much. Я хотел бы поблагодарить всю свою команду. Они проделали очень хорошую работу, они терпели меня постоянно на протяжении всей подготовки, потому что во время подготовки у нас очень тяжелая работа. Когда тяжелая работа происходит, я очень сильно злюсь, раздражаюсь, и все это выливается на моей команде. Спасибо, что они меня терпят. Огромное спасибо. Спасибо менеджеру, промоутеру, топ-ранг Поварому за то, что дает возможность мне демонстрировать скорость, показывать мне то, что я умею. И, конечно же, огромное спасибо каналу HBO, который транслирует и показывает то, что я делаю.
First of all, I would like to thank to my team. We did a very good preparation for the bout, very hard work, and I know that I'm training and very nervous, and I wanted to thank again to my team for their patience, what we went through, all of my preparation. I wanted to thank my manager, I wanted to thank my promoter, ThaBoxingvoice, and of course I wanted to thank the network HBO.
Напоследок, я очень рад, что сегодня присутствовала моя семья, полностью моя семья, и они вживую увидели то, чем я занимаюсь здесь, в Америке. Спасибо.
And in the very end, I would like to say thank you to my family, because they, first time in all my career, all of my family was present at the bouts, so they personally saw what I do for a living.
Questions, I want to take a picture to pose two unbelievable young fighters who I believe are the future of boxing, Terence Crawford and Vasil Lomachenko.
How many pounds we need to gain and how many pounds we need to lose to make a good bout?
Freaking
Boxing, you know, unfortunately, there's only two guys in the ring. It's not like football where you have 22 guys on the side plus substitutes. So a loss isn't necessarily as painful as it is one-on-one sport. And when some guys win, and certainly Brandon knows how it feels to win, he's won often enough, and some nights you lose.
First of all, I'd like to get up here and say, I had a wonderful career. I think it's time for me to hit the glove. You know, I'm not giving them all, but I don't want to put myself, you know, and everything. Just, I don't want to come in and get beat up and take beating for no reason. I make great money boxing, and I have been smart with my money and everything. So I just want to say I love the sport so much that it's hard for me to turn my back away from it, but when it's time to hang it up, it's time to hang it up, and I'm glad I figured it out now. So I just want to say thanks to everybody, thanks to all the fans that have been supporting me, thanks to everybody that's been out there. Love you guys, I love the sport so much, thanks to my promotion, Top Rank, thanks to the man of the love, God, and also thanks to Cameron Duncan. Without him, none of this would have been possible for myself. So just want to say thank you guys, and I hope I gave you guys some great fights.
any questions, I'll recognize you.
Hi everybody. It's like Brandon said, you know, when the body's just not there to do it, you can try whatever it is inside the ring and just can't do it, you know. Nothing we can do about it. I support him 100%. He's got health, he's got a great family, good friends around him, good friends that are always going to be with him. We want to thank all of you guys, his fans, especially our fans, for all the support and everything you guys always did following his career. All I know is that, you know, he gave us great fights. You know, he did what a lot of people never thought he would have even accomplished. I think his career was great, and if he decided to hang it up, I support him 100%. Thank you guys for the support. I know that a lot of you guys might already have grandchildren, but those that don't, 50 years from now, your kids will be watching his fights because they were pretty exciting. So, you know, thank you all.
Brandon, I know you. Sorry. Thank you. Brandon, I know you're not the type to make excuses, but for whatever reason, you did not quite look yourself tonight. It looked like you were sluggish. Was that the weight, which you did seem to have problems making, you weren't able to make it on your first attempt, or did you feel as good as ever tonight?
It's just when the punches are done, man. When it's time to hang up your career, you think I noticed that now. In the gym, it was very hard for me to get back active. And, you know, when it's done, it's done. It's to your body, man. It's to my body. It was dope. He did come up with the perfect shots to the body. I'm not taking it away from Timothy Brady. He's one hell of a fighter. And he did come with the body shot. And, hey, it is what it is. And I went down, and I couldn't continue.
In those early rounds, particularly, you were given a real spirited effort, and then it seemed like, was there ever a point in the fight where you got discouraged, where you felt like the fight was getting away from you?
My body wasn't doing the same that I wanted to do. The trigger, nothing was the same. I tried to pull the trigger, it wouldn't let me go, so that's why I said it's time to hang up when it's time to hang up. Does it suck? Fuck yeah. I love this sport so much. I hate walking away from it, but when it's time to go, it's time to go.
Over here. Brandon, obviously you're right now you're in the moment of defeat, and you know you had a long layoff as you referred to in the ring. Are you sure that you do want to hang it up? Maybe it's another opponent and come right back, or you could maybe look sharper.
When I made up my mind, I made up my mind. You know, I'm not gonna go in the ring and fool myself before everybody else and make myself look like a jackass and just get beat the fuck up. There's no point of that. You know what I mean? I made great money in my career. I've been smart. I got a smart wife that helped me take care of my money, and I just gonna live life for now, man. You know what I mean? It sucks because, like I said, I love the sport so much. It hurts just to walk away, but hey. When it's time to hang up, it's time to hang it up.
Hey, Brandon. I know you want to retire, but you know Robert also retired at a young age. Do you still want to be in the sport and train? Maybe I know you work with a lot of those kids at the gym. Do you still want to be involved with the sport in some way?
That's something you don't know. Life is short. It's crazy. You don't know. But as of right now for me. I think if I start training, I don't want to do it again, and I just can't train nobody, you know what I mean? I just want to take my time and live my life with my family and just chill. I'm going to end this to chill.
Hey, Brandon, you had a great career. Not too many people can say they've been in the ring with Tim Bradley and Manny Pacquiao. I just want to ask you, if you compare the two since you've been in the ring with both of them, how would you compare their styles? Them as both fighters.
Well, you know, Pacquiao was way different than fucking Bradley. Pacquiao was just awkward, southpaw. It was awkward, you know. You could see it was very frustrating for me from the first round with Pacquiao. Bradley, he's just come with a perfect body shot. Actually, in the second round, he come with a good body shot. after that, it just, my body didn't recover really well, and it just kept going, I fight with spirit, and he come and give me the body shot and went down. And at the end of the day, compared to Bradley had a game plan, he followed it, and he executed, and I guess the game plan was go to my body, and that's what he did. And he fucking got me pretty good with that body shot.
Brandon, you've been involved in some pretty intense prize fights in your career. Was this decision based on the result from tonight, or was this an accumulation of all the wars you've been in previously?
No, it was just tonight. I seen it. My body wasn't reacting the way it should be. The punches wasn't throwing out. The fire. I didn't really have that fire like I usually have. And why be in the ring and just take a beating for it? You know what I mean? I'm not gonna take a beating for it like that for no reason. But so it is what it is, and it happened. You know, tonight wasn't my night, and tonight I find out that I think it's time for me to get the glove because I don't want this to be even worse. I don't want the next time I get in the ring and I get knocked the fuck out and hurt myself. So I'd rather just take it now and realize it now. That's a day, man up, and just deal with it today.
Brandon, right here. You say you're going to retire, and I wonder, you're 29 years old. What do you want to do with the rest of your life?
Enjoy my family, enjoy my kids. That's what I want to do. Family and kids. My kids are my number one. I love my kids to death and make up the times I never got to enjoy it.
You want to stay around boxing in any capacity?
You never know. Boxing is crazy. I'm not going to fight again. I know that for sure. When I make up my mind, I make up my mind. If Robert ever needs my assistant, ever needs me help in the ring, in the gym, I'll help him out.
Bob, I want to ask you, can you promoted Brandon his entire career, you were ringside for all the great fights he had. Can you just briefly sum up your thoughts on Brandon's career?
I think Brandon had a great career. One of the most courageous men I've ever seen in the ring. I remember fights when he looked like he was finished, and he came back and that big tall guy that he fought for the big lightweight guy and knocked him out. Real warrior. But I must say this, when a young man like Brandon has saved his money so he's comfortable, and then he says, I want to retire, I not only support it, I applaud it, because boxing is a very, very dangerous sport. It's not something that you do just to earn a couple of more dollars. If you've made your money and you decide you want to fight, not fight anymore, I applaud that, because I think that 20 years from now, he'll be very, very happy that he made that decision.
I made it as far as anybody ever thought I could. People thought I'd never make it this far. People thought I'd never be fighting the big fight. None of this stuff. Nobody ever gave me doubt, nobody ever gave me credit. But I proved these people wrong. So, you know, it's time for them to say it's over. And I'm done. Any more questions?
Any other questions? Let's a round of applause.
Yeah, thank you. First of all, I just want to thank God once again. Just for allowing me to be here at this stage once again. I want to thank all of you for coming out and making this all possible. I want to thank my promoter, HBO, all the people that made this all possible. Team Bradley. I had a wonderful camp. New head trainer, new, we'll say engine or whatever you want to call it, or captain, Mr. Teddy Ellis. It was a strict camp. Honestly, this is my best camp that I ever had. I was comfortable, I was happy all the time, I worked extremely hard. Teddy tested me mentally, physically, emotionally, every single day. It was a work of art, man. And the reason why me and Teddy work out, honestly, is because he cares. He truly cares, man. And it's his responsibility, and my team also, but it's his responsibility to get me ready for these fights. and he takes that with pride, and he doesn't like to fail. So every single day, I would talk to Teddy probably 5-6 times a day, every day, even on Saturdays and Sundays, about the game plan, about eating, about my running, about everything. I've never had a training camp this extensive and this detailed in my whole career, ever. He implemented so much in his training camp, from taping my sparring, reviewing my sparring, no music in the gym, no cell phones in the gym. It's just focus every single day. Every single day was just complete focus. And that's the reason why I was able to pick it up and learn what Teddy was teaching me. I did some things at night. I don't know if you guys noticed a few things that I did tonight, a little bit different than before. I'm not perfect. It's only been 7 weeks. And Teddy already told me he's coming back for another training camp, so I'm excited about that. We got the job done tonight.
You said that?
I thought so.
No, of course I would always be with you. How could you not be with a good person like you?
Thanks, Coach. I appreciate you, man. My team is phenomenal. My wife, my manager, my brother-in-law, also phenomenal. Strength and conditioning trainer, my father, Sam Jackson. Everybody plays a huge, huge part in what makes me and what allows me to be able to go do what I do out there and just focus on the fight. I want to thank Malcolm, also, it's my cut man, and I want to thank Saul. U.S. Saul, thank you for being part of the team as well. He's my quarterman now. My dad is finally out of the corner. He can finally relax and enjoy the fight. Finally. And I want to thank my physical therapist. I call him Doc. My doc, and he puts me back together. I want to thank Frank and his wife. Thank you, Frank. He puts me back together. But I'm open for questions, man. Whatever question you guys have, I'm open for questions. So.
Okay, first
Tim.
question over here.
Yeah. Tim, at what point of the fight did you realize that Brandon and Billy didn't have anything for you, that you were in firm control of this fight?
Well, I felt like I was controlling the action. I was pretty much doing what I wanted to do. I stayed in the pocket a little bit too much. Teddy told me in the corner, get out of that pocket, get out of that middle, get out of that middle, box, use your jab, move around, do these things. But I hurt him early with a body shot, and I saw that. I saw that it hurt him. I didn't even hit him that hard. I just kind of threw a short body shot up the middle in the solar plex with the left hand, and I saw it hurt him. And I was like, all right, he's soft in the body. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go to the head, and I'm gonna try to set it up later. And I don't want him to think about it. If I keep hitting him to the body all the time, then he'll cover up. So I, just kept focusing on the head, and occasionally I would drop down to the body. But I did this little move that we've been working on in the training camp. It's a little sidestep move, old, I don't know what you want to call it, but you just shift your body around and you throw a body shot, get outside the shoulder, throw a body shot up the middle, and that's what hurt him. So it was a move that we worked on for a few days, and it worked tonight.
Dan?
Congratulations on the
Thank
win. I have a question for Teddy, and I have a question for you. But Teddy, how satisfying is it for you to have Timothy call you, ask you, almost beg you really to come out of retirement and train him, to take it on, go in, and see the fruits of the labor in such an outstanding performance tonight? And is there anything that you weren't happy with tonight?
No, I mean, it makes it all worthwhile. Listen, spending 7 weeks in a training camp, having to be responsible for a person, a human being that gets in that ring, one of the most difficult things to do in the world, and a very dangerous thing, to get in that ring and have to be responsible day in and day out for that person and how they're going to be prepared and how they're going to get through that is it's a difficult, you know, I know this word's going to be kind of powerful, but sometimes it feels like a dreadful pressure. Because every day you got to worry, am I doing everything right for this kid that trusts me? And is it going to be okay? This makes it worthwhile. When it's over, you see him, you see his family, and you see your family and your friends that you can share it with. Because without family and friends, why would we go through this? Would it, right? It wouldn't be worth going through, would it, Tim? If we didn't have family and friends, which we're fortunate enough to have, he has a beautiful family, I have a beautiful family, they're over there, to share that with. You would never want to go through this. But when it's over with and you have this to share with them, it makes it all worthwhile. And I wouldn't have came back if it wasn't to be with a person who's as good a human being as he is. I mean, the fighting part is the fighting part, but I wasn't going to come back to this business and go through what I just described, day in and day out, and not be around a person that I was happy being around every day. I'm happy being around Timothy Bradley and his family every day because he's a tremendous human being, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Any other questions? Was there anything that you wanted to, that you weren't happy with in the performance? Because he seemed to...
I didn't exactly love when he got hit that left hook. That wasn't one of my happier moments. He did get hit one left hook, am I correct? And just one. But, you know, I knew that, and Timothy knew that for him to win, we would have to cooperate with him. We would have to give him those moments. You know, we were going to have to give him those spots where he could catch us with one big shot. And we worked very hard not to give him those moments. And there was one moment that he stood in front, had his right hand down, and, you know, stayed there a little long and got caught. But there were moments when I just felt so proud of what he was doing. You know, I mean, when he stepped to this side and then caught him and then he stepped to the other side, it made all the work worthwhile to see the fruition of it in spots the way we did. But, you know, on the whole, he did a great job. Our game plan, without getting into the X's and O's, was to take little pieces, take a brick at a time. And if you take a brick at a time, eventually the house will fall down. But he needed us to be in front of him to have a shot. So we just wanted to take a brick at a time. Matter of fact, one day in the gym, I was fooling around with him. I said, did you ever see those little fish, the piranhas? And I said, you know, he said, yeah, coach, they're the ones with the teeth, and they bite little bites at you. I said, yeah, let's be piranha and just take little bites all night, but don't be a shark. If you want to see a shark, go to the aquarium. But we don't want to see any sharks here. We want to see piranha. And listen, all the credit really goes to him, because at the end of the day, he's the one who has to get in there under that tremendous pressure, and he has to take the risk, and he has to perform. Not for one round, not for 2 rounds, all night long. He really did a great job. And I'm very, very proud of him.
One question for you. When you got in the ring, you saw Rios, who I don't know if you're aware, he came into the ring on the HBO scale, 170 pounds, almost a light heavyweight. Were you surprised when you saw how big he was? Did it concern you at all when the fight started that you were there with a much, much bigger guy? Congratulations.
Honestly, I don't know how much he weighed. It didn't really matter because we was ready for that. We was ready for him to come in heavy. I had a big, huge monster doing training camp. Strong guy, Hector Munoz. Big, strong guy, he was big. And then I had another light guy, a lighter guy that was quick. Manny Lopez, who was a beast also, that came forward and put a lot of pressure on me. So I was ready for everything that Brandon brought today. He saw me in the inside at times, bagging him up, pushing him back, because I was a stronger man. It didn't matter how big he was. I woke up this morning at 152 pounds this morning, and I rehydrated up to about 55 by the time fight night came. So I was a smaller man, but I was actually the stronger man because I did everything right. Everything right, from my diet to running, resting, training, everything we did was right. Is that right, Coach? Yeah. You have a better success rate when you do everything right. We don't cut corners, we don't cheat, you do everything right. Waking up at 6 in the morning, I'm not used to. I run at night, but that changed. I spar Monday and Tuesday now, not this Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I spar Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, which is different. And the way Coach does is it's old school. Old school. It's the best. I'm telling you, it works. It still works. And he has a formula, and it worked tonight. So, what's up, T? Congratulations, man. You look good, champ. No doubt. Terrence Crawford right in the building, everybody. That's the next superstar of boxing right there. If not, he already is to me. And I told y'all before he would become a superstar, I told everybody that he would be. Nobody believed me. So, but anyways, another question, anyone? Yes.
Congratulations, Tim.
Thank you.
Throughout your career, everyone's always, recognized you as a great fighter, but said you have no power, you never get knockouts, and tonight you knocked out a guy that's never been down before, and you did it with a body shot, which is even more impressive. How happy does that make you?
I'm definitely happy about it. I don't have a whole lot of power to the head, but I know how to deliver a body shot. I can tell you that much. I just caught him at the right place at the right time. That was it. And he was a little soft in the belly. I don't know why. It's a big fight, championship fight. Whether he took it serious or not, that's not my deal. I only control what I do, and I was 100% ready for him.
Secondly, there's been a lot of talk of you fighting either Pacquiao or maybe Canelo Alvarez next.
Who?
Pacquiao or Canelo.
Dude, Terrence Crawford fighting Pacquiao?
Who would you like to fight next?
Man, I just got done fighting. Honestly, man, I'm gonna go and just relax. Ask my wife that. Listen, all I do is just train and get ready for my events. My wife handles all that side, and and when she tell me whatever it is, and I say okay, or I say I don't know, it just depends. Then that's what I do. Thank you.
Why do you agree to a rematch with me on HBO?
Oh my God, here we go. Oh my God, here we go. He's trying to turn up. Oh my God. Anyways,
Okay, a couple more questions.
Thank you.
Tim, you talked about this moment coming. You talked about this moment coming yesterday, and obviously now that it's come to fruition, aren't you going to have such sky-high confidence in a couple of days about what you and Teddy have accomplished that it's like bring on anyone? Won't you feel that way, including that?
Yeah, I called Klitschko on the way home.
No lie. It is definitely it's not a newfound confidence, but it definitely is a step in the right direction. And I'm happy. My face is a little banged up, but it's not like it used to be. Couple of holes I left in my defense, but I feel good about it. I feel good about my performance, and I feel good about the next training camp, to where I can even perform and a little bit better. We'll be able to go over everything once again, and I'm sure he'll show me some new things, and I'll be able to go over these things and master them. So once I haven't mastered them yet. I mean, it's only been 7 weeks. I haven't mastered them yet, so I can only imagine a year, or maybe 2, or a year and a half, or maybe even 6 months. of training, man. Because like I said, I'm a good student. He's a great teacher, and I want to learn as much as I possibly can because I definitely want to get better.
Okay, want to thank you all for coming.